In the late 1970s, while Christopher Reeve was soaring on the big screen as Superman, the global economy was experiencing turbulence. The Bretton Woods Agreement, which had anchored international currency exchange rates for decades, had collapsed, leading to skyrocketing inflation rates. Before we explore how inflation defeated Superman, first let's look at the 5 areas in which the economic outlook was similar back in 1978 to today. 1. Inflation. In 1978, the US experienced double-digit inflation rates, which impacted the purchasing power of individuals and businesses. Similarly, today in 2023, there are concerns about rising inflation rates, with supply chain disruptions, labor shortages, and other factors contributing to price increases. 2. Energy crisis. In the late 1970s, the US experienced an energy crisis with oil shortages and high prices leading to long lines at gas stations and economic disruption. In 2023, there are concerns about energy shortages and the impact of climate change on the energy sector, with rising energy costs and supply chain disruptions affecting businesses and consumers. 3. Unemployment. In 1978, according to data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average unemployment rate was 6.1% in the United States, with many people struggling to find work. Similarly, in 2023, there are concerns about the impact of automation and artificial intelligence on employment, with some industries experiencing job losses and other industries facing labor shortages. 4. Trade. In the late 1970s, the US was experiencing a trade deficit, with imports exceeding exports and contributing to economic challenges. Similarly, in 2023, there are concerns about trade imbalances, with global supply chain disruptions and geopolitical tensions impacting international trade. Finally, 5. Income inequality. In 1978, income inequality was a growing concern in the US, with the top 1% of earners seeing significant gains while many others struggled to make ends meet. Similarly, in 2023, there are concerns about rising income inequality, with technological changes and other factors contributing to the concentration of wealth among a small group of individuals. Anyway, let's get into the video. Against this economic backdrop, the production of the original Superman movies back in 1978 was a feat of cinematic heroism at the time. But little did Christopher Reeve know, inflation was about to defeat him. The first Superman movie was released in 1978 and was an instant hit, grossing over $300 million worldwide. It starred Christopher Reeve as Superman, Gene Hackman as the villainous Lex Luthor, and Marlon Brando as Superman's biological father, Jor-El. However, while the movie was a commercial success, the economic climate of the time meant that the actors were not compensated as generously as they might have been in a different era. Reeve was a relatively unknown actor at the time and was paid $250,000 for his role as Superman. By contrast, Hackman was paid $2 million to play Lex Luthor, and Brando was paid an astonishing $3.7 million for just 12 days of filming. In addition to his large fee, Brando negotiated a deal that would earn him a percentage of the movie's royalties in perpetuity. At the time, no one could have predicted the massive success that the Superman franchise would become. But as the sequels rolled in, Reeve found himself earning less money for more work, while the inflation of the dollar had eroded his purchasing power. Inflation, it seemed, had defeated Superman. The second Superman movie was released in 1980 and was once again a commercial success, grossing over $108 million worldwide. However, Reeve's salary for the movie was only $300,000, an increase of just $50,000 from his salary for the first movie. Meanwhile, Brando continued to earn a huge percentage of the movie's royalties, since the first and second installments of the movie franchise were filmed at the same time. The third Superman movie, released in 1983, saw Reeve's salary increase to $1 million, but by this point the effects of inflation had already taken their toll. Despite earning more, Reeve was still earning less than his co-stars and was now doing more work than ever before. The fourth and final Superman movie, The Quest for Peace, released in 1987, was a critical and commercial failure. As the quality of the sequels dwindled, Reeve's salary increased. He got $2 million, but by that point the damage was already done. The franchise, effectively in reputational terms, had been destroyed. Paul Volcker was appointed as the chairman of the Federal Reserve in 1979 at a time when the US economy was facing severe inflationary pressure. To tackle inflation, Volcker implemented a series of policies that included raising interest rates to historic levels. Volcker's strategy was to make borrowing more expensive, which would discourage spending and reduce demand, thereby reducing inflation. To achieve this, he raised the federal funds rate, which is the effective rate that banks charge each other for overnight loans, to a peak of 20% in 1981. This increase in interest rates had a ripple effect on the economy, leading to higher borrowing costs for businesses and consumers. However, the increase in interest rates also led to an unintended consequence. Many states had usury laws that placed limits on the amount of interest that lenders could charge on loans. As the federal funds rate rose, these state usury laws became binding constraints on lending, as the interest rates that lenders could charge under these laws were often lower than the federal funds rate. As a result, many lenders were unable to lend at rates that covered their basic borrowing costs, leading to a credit crunch. In order to address this issue, many states lifted their usury laws, allowing lenders to charge higher interest rates and to continue lending. This is why credit card interest rates are so high today. We have Paul Volcker to thank. Overall, Paul Volcker's decision to raise interest rates in the 1970s and 80s had a significant impact on the US economy. Perhaps it did help to curb inflation, which would have helped Superman, but it also led to a period of high unemployment and slowed economic growth right down. Additionally, the lifting of usury laws by many states highlighted the potential unintended consequences of monetary policy decisions. So we have to ask the important question: what could Superman have done to protect himself from inflation? How could he have used his superpowers to ensure that he was compensated fairly for his work? Well, for starters, he could have used his super speed to invest in inflation-protected securities. These investments would adjust their payouts based on inflation rates, ensuring that Superman's earnings kept pace with the rising cost of living. With his incredible speed, Superman could easily have researched the best inflation-protected securities and invested his money wisely. He could also have used his heat vision to keep a watchful eye on inflation reports, staying ahead of the curve and making informed financial decisions. And of course, Superman could always use his super strength to negotiate better deals for himself, just like his co-star Marlon Brando did. In addition to investing in inflation-protected securities and keeping a watchful eye on an inflation report, Superman could use his other superpowers to protect himself from inflation as well. For example, he could use his X-ray vision to see through deceptive financial contracts and agreements, ensuring that he received fair compensation for his work. By being able to see through hidden clauses and terms, Superman could prevent unscrupulous parties from taking advantage of him and his earnings. Furthermore, Superman could use his super hearing to eavesdrop on the conversations of his co-stars and their agents, learning about their salaries and compensation packages. This would give him valuable information and bargaining power when negotiating his own contracts. Superman's super intelligence could also come in handy when it comes to financial planning. He could use his vast knowledge and intellect to make savvy investment decisions and take advantage of financial opportunities. With his intelligence, he could also develop his own personal inflation-fighting strategies that could protect him. Finally, he could use his superhuman abilities to diversify his sources of income. He could use his powers of flight to travel the world and promote his brand, appearing in advertisements and endorsement deals. By diversifying his sources of income, Superman could protect himself from inflation and financial instability. In conclusion, while Superman may have been defeated by inflation during his time as a movie star, his superpowers could have helped him protect himself from its negative effects. By investing in inflation-protected securities, keeping a watchful eye on inflation reports, negotiating better deals, and diversifying his sources of income, Superman could have ensured that he was fairly compensated for his work and his purchasing power in the face of inflation. It's interesting to look at the actions of the Federal Reserve today compared to back in the late 1970s. In terms of monetary policy, today's approach taken by the Federal Reserve has been a little bit different than back in the late 1970s. Jerome Powell had taken a more cautious approach to raising interest rates, gradually increasing the rates from near zero levels following COVID. Volcker raised interest rates aggressively to combat inflation, which led to a recession in the early 80s, as we've mentioned, but also doubled the US national debt. However, the US national debt has never been higher today, and with inflation showing few signs of slowing down, maybe the only ones out there who don't feel the sting of inflation are on another planet altogether. Thank you for watching How Inflation Defeated Superman. And remember, even superheroes can learn a thing or two about financial planning and protecting themselves from inflation. Be sure to like and subscribe for more superpower-inducing financial advice. Until then, always remember to protect your loved ones and finances with the power of Kryptonian strength.